Welcome to Family Friday. I'm Ray Davis, and as a family life minister, I see the need for each of us to take biblical ideas out of a church setting and apply them to our most fundamental relationships, family and friends. Today, I encourage you to notice your family and friends and to pay attention to what they're doing and not doing. Too often, we just take those closest relationships to us for granted, and we're not aware of their needs, fears, and dreams. Now, I'd like to compare photographs. The best photographs are those in which the photographer notices something others do not. It doesn't have to be anything earth-shattering. It could be something small. It may just be a different shape or color or texture. And it just may be something as simple as viewing the familiar from a different angle or setting or illumination. Good marriages and families and relationships are like the best photographs. Couples, kinsfolks, and friends who find ways of seeing things from the other person's point of view, their relationships tend to be strong and flourish. Those who are so into themselves that they fail to distinguish, say, the overall picture from the small, unable to admire strengths despite weaknesses, or notice how different settings and stages of life reveal something that has previously gone unnoticed. The wisdom of Proverbs tells us to notice changes in what matters. It says, "Know well the condition of your flocks and give attention to your herds, for riches do not last forever, nor a crown for all generations." That's chapter 27, verses 23 through 24 from the New Revised Standard Version Updated Edition. Now you'll note the last phrase hints that the point of this text includes much more than ranching. Know well the condition of what matters to you, your marriage, your kids, your parents, your friends. Little variations within them may alert you to some underlying feelings, issues, and developmental challenges to which we and you should share and adjust so we can be helpful. I mean, after all, a teenager despises being treated as a 10-year-old. And how fair is it for a child to be dependent upon parents in their 80s? We expect some changes to have taken place. But you have to pay attention. You have to notice. I mean, what fears live in the heart of a kid starting school? Or a mom dealing with an empty nest? Or a 50-year-old man laid off from a job? Or a 90-year-old having to move into some kind of nursing facility? Again, Proverbs provides wisdom for our words and actions toward our loved ones in every situation if we notice and are paying attention. Proverbs 12, verse 25 says, "Anxiety weighs down the human heart, but a good word cheers it up." Same book, chapter 25, verse 11 says, "A word fitly spoken is like apples of gold in a setting of silver." I mean, it's beautiful. Now, to give a good word that cheers up the heart assumes that you and I notice, that you and I have been paying attention, that you and I get at the root of changes that we don't understand, that you and I listen rather than just assume. One more text, and this one is not found in the book of Proverbs, but I think it will give you something to think about so that you're wise in how to deal with your loved ones in different situations. For example, in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 14, it says, "And we urge you to admonish the idlers, encourage the faint-hearted, help the weak, be patient with all of them." Now, on a surface level, the idlers, the faint-hearted, and the weak display the same behaviors, or at least very similar behaviors. But obviously, the cause of those behaviors are very different, requiring a particular approach for each. For example, if you help the idler, you are enabling bad behavior. If you admonish the faint-hearted, you have squished the spirit within that person and they end up doing nothing. So when it comes to your spouse, your kids, your parents, and friends, take notice and pay attention so that you can maintain and develop your relationship. Until next time, take notice and learn what motivates every family member and your closest friends. God bless.